we've just kind of been driving along the road, and oftentimes what I'll do is, drive slowly until something kind of reaches out and has an impact on me, and then I'll kind of back up and take a second pass at it. Always kind of looking at my surroundings, paying attention to, compositions. One thing that really helps me to find that image in these conditions is wearing polarized sunglasses. So if you've ever attended one of my workshops, or for that matter walking down the street with me, I'm always kind of cranking my neck like this because I can see the polarization take place. And so this is really helpful for landscape photographers. Is really a polarizer can make the difference in an okay shot and really an exceptional shot, especially once the light starts getting a little bit harsher, a little bit higher in the sky. You can still deepen those clouds and those skies up real nicely with the polarizer. For this shot right here, I'm actually using the LB ColorCombo polarizer, and that is a combination polarizer, warming polarizer, and color intensifying filter. So we're not altering any colors, we're just kind of bringing out those reds and oranges. You can see here as we twist the filter, we've had some clouds move in a little bit now, but there are subtle differences in the way that sky pops back there and the way the clouds kind of stand out against that sky, and we're actually going to exaggerate that even a little bit more, or emphasize it, with a soft step grad ND filter that we'll use. The maple and the oak, which are our red and orange leaves, are just a little bit past peak. They peaked here about 3 or 4 days ago, and so I kind of need a little extra punch to bring those out in my image. We don't have a whole lot of difference in highlight and shadow from foreground to background here, so we're using a 2-stop soft step grad ND filter, obviously hand holding it, and actually you're going to see me kind of cant the filter a little bit. We'll bring it right down right here against the front element. You can kind of see the difference it makes in that background, and especially the sky. We're going to cant it just a little bit because I want a little bit more filtration on the upper left hand corner of my image. Got to make sure we don't get that in the way. We're just going to go ahead and snap a couple pics here. And we're getting some really nice definition. I got a lit foreground right here, lit ridge right here, and everything in my midground is kind of shaded, and it's actually starting to come into sunlight a little bit right now. The really fun thing about shooting in these conditions is that the light is changing so quickly, and so every image is just a little bit different. You may like the spotlighting a little bit more in a different part of your image, so from frame to frame you can really choose which one works best. I like to shoot a number of different compositions, so when I see them full screen I can really choose the one that that has the most impact. So I like including this lit grass in the foreground right here. Definitely gonna dial that polarizer in right there, and you can see the difference it's making in that background. Just kind of get a little bit tighter on this. We're gonna go ahead and bring this 2-stop soft step grad right up against the front element, canted because I've got some dark clouds in my upper right hand corner, and I really kind of want to lay off as much as I can on filtering those, because I don't want them to appear unnatural. Then we're going to get a little bit tighter right here. I'm going to go ahead and kind of use those branches as my immediate foreground. And you can see I'm kind of balancing my foreground with the peak in the upper right hand corner there. Just get this sucker placed, get that horizon straight. There we go. You want to pay attention to the edges of your frame, particularly the bottom of your frame here. Make sure you're including enough of that image. I'm actually going to switch up filters on this. I just kind of want to get the sky, so we're going to go to a 2-stop hard step here. Just bring that right down, right on that line right there. You can see the back and forth, the up and down. Despite the fact that our light has grown higher, we're still able to work this scene with some broken light and the polarizing filter, the ColorCombo polarizer, and our grad ND filter, because we're able to kind of equalize the scene and really kind of bring out the color and the depth in this particular composition.